Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Scarves and Spikes. Back on TikTok, I believe, as we speak. Which
Yes,
is
we are.
Cool. Look, the platform that I think all the youths are on, I guess we can be a part of that as well. But we have Atlanta United news to talk about, so this is going to be a fun episode. But how are y'all?
What do you mean by youths? What do you mean by youths?
The
like
youths?
Henry,
Tom's
kids, your
his,
kid,
his age or similar.
Like, what's the age limit
Henry's
for youth
age?
at this point?
I don't know. For me, it's like 30.
Yeah.
Why are we singling me out?
You're the
Dude,
youth.
that goatee's looking good, man.
Appreciate it, man. Are we gonna do like weekly check-ins?
Move the neck up. Move the neck up.
Right.
Let's see.
Why?
Let's see it.
Oh, gosh.
Just,
Let's not.
look at that smooth neck too. Smooth
Hey.
neck. All right.
Here we go.
Have you used aftershave yet? Have you got that far?
I have not.
Oh.
I don't use that.
Did you get the beard stuff?
I haven't actually. I've actually procrastinated on ordering it, which I feel pretty bad
It's got to
about.
start somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'll order it and then I'll tell you what it's like.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, cool. We get the whole crew, and this is going to be us. I'll throw this out there as well. Next week, as y'all know, hopefully by now, but December 17th, we'll be doing our Christmas show. So giveaways, guests.
Or holidays.
Yeah. I mean, it's non-denominational.
I'm
Everybody's
kidding.
All
not-
the
yeah,
above.
Yeah. Look, be happy show. Okay. That's what it's
Yeah.
going to be. But yeah, giveaways, guests. We're going to be chatting, having a good time. And just, that's what it comes down to, is just having fun. We appreciate y'all's support through the entire season, the entire year, because we all know from firsthand experience, this was not an easy Atlanta United season, but
Yeah.
it's over. And we get to celebrate family, friends, and soccer as a whole as we get ready for 2026.
What's
I don't have a
happening
work
in
Christmas
2026?
party. So like this is my work Christmas party.
Nice.
So if I
It's
black
fun. We
out
get
in the
to
middle
open
of it,
presents on screen.
if I black out, or go talk to the secretary upstairs for a little long, I'm sorry. I was gone. I was gone.
You got to do what you got to do.
What are you saying?
Yeah, you. Nothing. Just planning my Christmas party. But yeah, we're streaming live on the same thing that Messi streamed his game on last year.
Yeah.
No. Didn't they do like a ref cam on TikTok this year for MLS Cup? Or am I making
they
that
did.
up? Yeah.
did.
Oh, I thought they did.
It was really cool because you got
to
to see the angles of like Jordi Alba laughing his butt off when the ref called a foul in their favor, and all the above. For me, the ref cam is one of the best things that has come out of soccer in 2025 and MLS especially, because I feel like that was, the Club World Cup I think was like the first real testing ground for it. But then MLS adopted it. And it's been one of my favorite things because we've gotten some really fun moments. I will always go back to Rodrigo Schlegel getting on his knees, begging for the ref not to give him a yellow card.
To no avail.
That image is seared into my brain, man.
I want to see more of that in 2026. More utilization of TikTok. By the way, follow us on TikTok. So search Scarves and Spikes. You'll be able to find us.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Henry, I feel like knows more about it since he's
a youth.
I was going to say Gen Alpha, but he's not Gen Alpha. He's Gen Z.
Come on now.
I feel like we've had this discussion before.
I'm not that young. I was Gen Z.
Yeah.
You talk about wanting more things out of MLS in general, and one of the things we keep talking about, and I know Messi obviously just won a championship, but we need to start learning about some of these other players on other teams.
Yeah.
And our team and Atlanta United needs to continue to do that as well. That's something we've complained about for a little while here, is that the early on stages of the club, you really got to know these players, their personalities, and they went away from it for a long time. And they slowly started getting back into it. I think this year, I would say they went from like a D to like a C+ there, but you could definitely ramp it up and do a little bit more to really get to know these players, because it's been about 5 years where you really have felt like these guys.
I always remember the Thanksgiving episode. It wasn't an episode, it was just like a clip, right?
Yeah.
But it was like what, Miggy and Joseph and like who else? Brad, Parky.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
The whole gang.
Yeah, everybody was just like sitting down having a good time. Like and you could tell Miggy and Joseph were like, what are we eating? This is good. This is really cool. And like, man, it's don't want to say humanizing the players, but
It
It
kind of is though.
but I think a lot of it is more so like I think you go back to those times, and a lot of teams have a version of this. I couldn't tell you which one it is right now, but back in like 17 and 18 and 19 to a degree, you really felt like as a fan who had nothing to do with the team and no kind of insider access or anything, but you could look at these guys and be like, I could see myself having a beer like with that guy. You know, they just seem like cool dudes that you could hang out with, and that's definitely gone by the wayside for a long time.
And
I think we're
Brad's
gonna see
gone. Brad's
Yeah.
gone. He was the guy this season. Dax was the guy before that, and now Dax is gone, and now Brad's gone because he did the game show thing with Joe, and like that was cool. But like now you're running out of personalities here that you have really been able to push out there. I hope they get either they bring in a player like when they interview these players to come in like, how is your TikTok game? What is your entertainment level on the field, off the field?
Well,
Do
there's
you know
one
what
guy that we
6'7"
know
means?
for sure. There's one guy that we know for sure
Sorry,
is good with
sorry.
TikToks, and he's out there.
Jurgen Damm's coming back.
Dom.
Starting the rumor.
Yeah.
But no, for real, content
Was
is
it?
king, and for Atlanta United, I think that's especially going to be a priority going forward. I mean, they just invested millions of dollars into this training ground expansion, and a big part of that was a state-of-the-art content studio, a state-of-the-art photography room, a state-of-the-art podcast, and all that jazz. I mean, they have the tools now, and they're starting to use them because we saw that right with the Tata like introductory interview that Joe Freihofer did. That was pretty cool. They've done a couple of other things there as well. The Atlanta World Cup video with Kevin Egan and stuff, friend of the show, by the way. Like they're already starting to use it. And our friend Johannes, by the way. Shout out to Johannes. But yeah, they're already starting to use that space. And I think as they continue using it, they are going to discover even better uses for it and even more content to go with it. So I'm excited to see what they come up with for sure.
It also had Cliff the security guard from Mercedes Stadium in the training ground, making a little cameo there. So that was fun.
A legend.
Yeah.
I knew this comment was going to come up. I knew that somebody was going to be the downer, the Grinch for this.
Homer saying,
look,
content
wins championships. Look, I know the most important thing is winning on the field, but throughout the year, you need a little bit of extra to get you through those weeks where maybe you are on a losing streak and get to know these guys a little bit more. And if you say content wins championships, then maybe that's why Atlanta United won MLS Cup, because that team had a lot of content, a lot of it, and some good stuff too.
Well, it kind of speaks to the camaraderie of the team back in 2017 and 2018 that we haven't seen lately. Maybe that comes back under Tata. I don't know. Perhaps we'll see.
I remember when they wrapped presents, like it was like Joseph and Brad.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
By the way, Sydney, because
I have the ball.
Oh, that's right. You won that.
Yeah, you won one of their balls.
I won both of them. This is Joseph.
It's autographed too.
A big ball too.
Yeah. Right.
How things have changed.
Yeah. No kidding.
What are you saying? I agree.
Sorry.
Not to get off on like a strange tangent, but like that, the entire new section of the training ground. I mean, state of the art is like the best way to describe it, but the actual studio that they have, man, it's like a new studio.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, you can do anything you want to in that place. I would just want a day in there to just go to the lab and start cooking. You know, like it would be so much fun. But that's why they did this, right? Like they wanted to expand everything that they already are doing, because they've admittedly have the best media content team overall in MLS, and I would argue like across a lot of the world. I mean, there's a handful of teams out there that put out really good media content, like on a documentary style level, and Atlanta's one of the few. And so, I don't know how we got on this topic, but like, I just want to see more of it. I want to see more of it, and I want to see all of them, you know, like that camaraderie. And that's what I was going to say, Sydney. I have never, ever, ever heard that other syllable pronounced in camaraderie. You said camaraderie, and that hit me.
Camaraderie.
That A does exist though.
It does exist. It's
All
like
right.
Colonel. There's an extra letter.
It is, yeah, Colonel.
It's an R sound, but where is the R in Colonel? I mean, come on. English
Welcome
is
to an
weird.
English lesson.
I know. More on patreon.com/Scars and Spikes.
Yes, teach you languages. Speaking of a variety of languages and cultures, we have rumors to talk about from all over.
Well,
We have Noah Cobb, we have Elias Baez, we have a handful of others. Santiago Pita, congrats.
yes.
But no, it's just there's a lot going. Like, I don't want to say a lot going on, but things are starting to ramp up, right? Like we're getting into the appetizer, I feel, and moves are happening. Of course, today, you've got free agency, you've got the reentry draft and everything coming up. Like all the weird MLS stuff is happening, and we're officially in it now. The off season is here. So, where do you want to start? Because we have a lot.
I mean, you're saying we have rumors, and you mentioned Cobb being sold to the Colorado Rapids. All the best to Noah, by the way. Obviously, I mean, it's Tommy. You're kind of sighing out of frustration there, but
that's not a kind of sigh. That is a groan of.
Oh, that's a groan from the beyond there. But yeah, congrats to Noah. All the best in Colorado to him, and then of course Sunday Pita, who we'll get to a little bit. The homegrown signing. But yeah, interesting kind of rumor coming out from South America. Elias Baez from San Lorenzo in the Argentine First Division reportedly linked to Atlanta United, and not just San Lorenzo, but it was Racing Club, right? The other club he was linked to. Henry? River Plate.
Yeah.
So there's this whole
just a little club.
One of the clubs down there in South America, for sure.
One of the top five, big five.
Yeah, I mean, so his name is Elias Baez, because you got to remember the little accent.
Yes,
so that tells you how to pronounce it. But yeah, Elias Baez, a 21-year-old Argentinian left back, plays currently for San Lorenzo, and he's the report that came out today. I'm trying to find the actual person who reported it. Yeah, Sebastian Srur. Credit to him for the original report. But he basically, his report was that River Plate were targeting him as a backup if they were not able to sign their primary target, Julio Solari from Bournemouth. So that's that report that came out this morning. And it also later on in that report said that now also Atlanta United is competing for his signature.
Yeah.
So I have I've talked to a few sources, and basically what I have to say is that he is definitely in demand. There are several clubs interested in him. The rumor has legs as far as Atlanta United's concern in it. So I'm going to leave it at that. But that is an interesting signing for me. It definitely seems like a Tata signing, because this is a young South American eligible for a U22 slot, by the way. Remember, we heard from Chris Henderson that the club probably wouldn't be able to add without subtracting unless it's a U22 because of the added roster flexibility that signing to those slots gets you. He'd obviously need an international slot, but that's much easier to handle. Yeah. You could probably get one for the game you got for Noah. Sorry for making that joke. but for real, you could do that. To be honest. As far as him, I'm just looking at his stats. He has some very, very good defensive stats. 86 percentile in interceptions, 85th in blocks, 82nd in clearances, 85 in aerials won. He isn't necessarily a big crossing midfielder, or not midfielder, fullback is what I've seen. His crosses aren't necessarily that good. I wouldn't put him on the same level as like Brooks or Pedro Amador, but maybe that's for the best if we're being real, because we got sick of crosses really quickly in 2025.
Can't believe you just said that.
Right.
Hey, I'm just saying here.
Not on the same level as.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, from the eye test, he's a guy that can quickly get forward and definitely kind of join into the attack. A guy who can press hard and definitely play kind of this physical, demanding style of soccer that Tata likes to play. So it would make sense, is what I think. Of course, this is too early. We'll have to see how that develops, but it's certainly a signing that makes sense to me. And also interesting to me that we're hearing about left back targets because this guy is a left back, and then the other center back that we heard, the Paraguayan center back, Junior Alonso, he's a center back that can also play as a left back. We're hearing about left backs, but we're hearing about right backs. And I feel like right backs are kind of the priority because there's like one on the roster.
Well, 2 if you count Matt Edwards. Well, no, actually,
Well, no, Matt
you're right,
Edwards
1,
is the only one because Ronald Hernandez technically
Hernandez
isn't on the
is
roster.
out of contract. You're right.
Yeah.
But are you hinting that perhaps Pedro Amador being sold before the season gets started here, or
I don't know. I mean, I
where else
think
will
if you
put
can
him?
sell him, if there's an offer on the table, you definitely take it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Pedro Amador didn't have a great season. I mean, he went from having 8 assists in a few months of the MLS season in 2024 to having no assists in 2025. So I don't think the market's going to be that hot for him. I think, if anything, you might have him as a backup to this guy. It just seems hard to me to sell a player who kind of dipped in form in 2025.
I mean, I'm sure if he is on the market, there's at least a team looking to pick him up. Maybe it's in Portugal or something like that. But I wouldn't say there would be no interest for him or at all. But it certainly sounds like left back will be a priority. And yes, Henry, I do want to hear more right back updates. Like you said, you only have Matt Edwards as if you don't bring Hernandez back, which the club's still negotiating. But
I think it knocked his value down a little bit, Pedro's. But I don't know that you make it a point to try to get rid of him because Pedro, in my opinion, is still a serviceable left back who can I think really step up with the right coach. And that's the thing. I just feel like it's so easy to look at everybody and say, oh, they had a bad year because everybody had a bad year. And admittedly, there's one common denominator, and that person is now gone. So we know what a lot of these players are capable of. And somebody like Pedro, who came in so hot and then just had a colossal falling off, I don't know that you pull the trigger. Now, if a right offer comes your way, I guess, sure. But I still think Pedro has the capability to be a very good, serviceable left back in MLS.
Yeah, is it correlation or causation that he dropped off when Ronnie Dyla came in? I guess if you're thinking, hey, it's Dyla.
Who didn't drop off when Dyla
right?
came in?
Yeah, no. But no, I think if you're thinking, hey, it was because Dyla was a lousy coach, do you give Amador kind of the half of the year before you see what that market looks like for him before you can kind of go in on Baez? But I think the U22 piece of it is pretty interesting because, again, it's a switch in philosophy. We've mentioned before that Garth Lagaway died on the hill, right, of prime age players to the expense or at the expense of really not doing anything with U22 slots. Now that Chris Henderson is looking over things, and Chris Henderson has a totally different philosophy when it comes to U22s, you're starting to see that approach kind of change, and Baez is certainly part of that. I would imagine this is not the last potential U22 signing we hear about because you need a winger, you need a right back, you need just help at different positions. So I guess where would you guys use a U22 slot, right back or wing?
Tommy, what did you have? Because you look like you're about to hop in.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Wing.
No, I agree.
I think you would use it for wing. You need depth there, and you need some talent. I think you can find a young player that can attack, and you need all the help that you can get there. But I was just gonna say with Pedro, remember he started the season hurt.
Yeah,
and we've seen some players that start the season hurt, and you don't know really how long they're nursing those. Now, he didn't miss a lot of time. He was pretty consistent as a starter after that and wasn't able to do things. But you've seen other players play hurt throughout it, and who knows,
Yeah.
how missing a preseason can really affect a player.
You think it was
We
like
had quite a few
lingering
guys. We
then,
had left and right back that started the season hurt there.
Yeah. Or you say you think it's kind of maybe a lingering injury or something like that, or
I mean, you don't know. I mean, you have
Uh,
absolutely no idea. It's just that big of a drop off.
yeah.
I mean, it's either like you said, I mean, coaching could be that, but dropping off that much,
Hmm.
it just seems off.
Well, and I guess that's the thing too, though. You look at what he did at the end of 2024, and that was like ridiculously above anybody's expectations. And then he dropped way off. I'm happy if we get somewhere in the middle, Pedro Amador, because if you get somewhere in the middle, Pedro Amador, you're getting an above average left back in this
What's
league.
in the middle?
What
In a
was
full
it?
season of 34 games.
I mean, I'd have to do the math. I'm trying to think of how many he had after he got here in the summer of 2024, but he had 8 going all the way through, I believe. Was it 8 or 11?
8.
Okay. So, I mean, I think if over the course of a full 34 game season, if you can get him having, I would say, like, honestly, 8 to 10 assists in a full season, and he's still
Yeah.
putting in the defensive work, I think that's a win all day.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll say
like-
this much, right? He's going to be highly motivated because he's going to be on a contract year in 2026. So he's obviously going to want to work. If he likes being at the club, if he wants to stay here, wants to keep his job, you know what I'm saying? He's going to push himself and try to make sure that he can be as close to that 2024 version of Pedro Amador that he was. And if the club does end up bringing in Baez, well, they're going to be competing, right? And I think
Yeah.
that's kind of a motif, is that this club wants to add competition, as much competition as they can across their roster. So I don't know if it'll be a case of Baez immediately comes in and is a starter. He probably will, I would assume, because he's probably a Tata guy. But I think that the both of them will be competing, and we'll, at the end of the day, we'll see whoever's better is going to end up playing. And then there's also the aspect of rotation, because you'll be an Open Cup and involved in that. So I think that's where you're going to see some of that coming up. But I will say that, from my understanding, the club is looking to add both a left back and a right back in this window.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible. I'll just say this real quick. It's pretty incredible that some of these guys are playing for their third coach in as many years. Amador is one of them. Muyimba, Saba, and that is difficult. Like going from one philosophy to another and now another. So I guess this is for Amador and then those guys that have been here since the Pineda days, right? How did they adjust to yet another system change? And not to pull us too off topic, but I think that's not a concern, but something that Amador will have to work through, because he played under Pineda. Now he played under Valentino. So 4 coaches, but you guys get my drift, I think.
Did he play under Pineda?
I don't know if he did. He came in pretty late.
Yeah, now that I think of it, I don't think
He came
so.
post
But
Pineda, I think.
yeah, the point remains, though. It's 3 coaches in
Still got the original number of coaches, right? It was still 3.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
3 coaches in a little over a year. That's
Yeah.
going to be weird.
That's insane.
But when you have a coach, when you come in and you have a coach that's like, guys, we have nothing to lose. If we lose these, I mean, everybody's counted us out. Play what you need to. Rob gave them freedom to play the way they wanted to, and then he comes into a season where it's a little bit more structured. I don't know if structure is the word there, but you definitely had a change that was from Rob to whatever Ronnie was, and it across the board. I mean, we talked about Saba all season. Like, what the hell happened to that guy? If Saba stays and he puts up 10 goals, I'm not going to be surprised. Not going to be surprised at all. I mean, I don't know. I seriously wonder how much we have what's the word I'm looking for? Undervalued, maybe, how much Ronnie could have affected this entire team negatively throughout the entire season. Because I went back and watched a couple of the games a few weeks ago, like early on, like the games where we said, man, they're just a little off. They just tweak a couple things and they don't hit a couple posts and the shot goes in. They're off to the races. Specifically, I watched that Miami Atlanta game, that Sunday night game.
Yeah.
We looked like MLS Cup team in that game. We looked like that team could go win MLS Cup. It's just you weren't able to finish some shots there, and then Messi scores his first of the season, and then he's MVP after you blink your eyes. Something happened with Atlanta United about a month later, where just everything went to shit, and you have to wonder what it was. You can't go from looking that good, that dangerous, to not even like thinking like you went from, it looks like you were playing on easy mode, right? But you were still learning the controls, to going and playing all-star mode and definitely didn't know the controls. The first time you touching a controller.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like
Playing on
between
an Atari
Atlanta United to
joystick.
start the season to the end of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
where
know.
you can hear more about that whole discussion? Patreon. Because we talked a little bit about that the other day and about how
I want to listen to it. Is it posted?
Not posted yet, but it will be soon.
Oh,
It will be
okay.
soon, I promise.
Then
Maybe
soon.
by the time, maybe Thursday morning, you all will see that.
Well, there
Thursday
you go.
morning.
If you're not part of Patreon,
Can we get
Heard it here
rid of
first.
this coaching drama in Atlanta? Can we?
hey man,
Like,
steady the ship up.
the Braves have a new coach.
The
LA
Falcons
United
are
has a
about
new
to have
coach.
one.
Falcons are about to have a new coach. The Hawks, they're in good shape right
Keep
now
Snyder.
with
Keep
Snyder.
Snyder.
But yeah, Georgia's
So-
in good shape. Georgia Tech's in good shape.
Sorry, the Arthur Blank owned team. Can we stop it?
Right.
Can we stop it with his coaching drama?
And we're about
Yeah.
to get one more.
Yeah. So Mark's saying here, this kind of ties it all together, but saying I think it's possible to judge Atlanta United players off of 2025. Dial wrecked the team. It won't surprise me if the players who we hold over look like new players this year. And I was going to kind of say, I
I
think
agree with that.
in a weird way, maybe this is just kind of a blank slate for a lot of these players, because I mean, the first thing that you do when you get back to the training ground in January is forget 2025 ever existed. Period.
Yep.
Go back to the type of football you were playing in 2024. Even if it wasn't your best, it was still better than what happened in 2025. And then be open to whatever Tata and his coaching staff tell you to do, and all will be okay.
Hopefully.
There's a lot of players that need it. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And they got rest. So rest. I'm trying to think of a third R. No Ronnie.
Relaxation,
Ronnie. Well, no Ronnie. Ronnie's one of the R's.
You
arithmetic.
said Ronnie 4 times now.
Well, I know, but I was just trying to think of this.
Recover, rest, recover.
Recover. There you go.
Ronnie no more.
There you go. Reset. There you
Yeah,
go.
reset. There you go. Perfect.
That's right, Zilf. Be a goldfish.
Guys, just real quick, Tyler. Talking about rumors. We haven't, Henry, you were talking about what's his name? Alonso. We were talking about Alonso. We were talking about the new keeper. We haven't heard anything about them over the past week. I don't know if things are just still in the works. So I'm it's not that I'm afraid or anything like that, that these moves may not go through, but just interesting that we haven't heard anything in regard to that. So I just wanted to throw that out just really quick here.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything new on them. My initial impression was that probably wasn't going to happen, especially that goalkeeper rumor. I thought that one was a little more far-fetched, especially just kind of hearing things. I didn't think that one was very likely anyways. My understanding is that the club wants to give Jaden Hibbert a shot to compete for that number one position and potentially bring in a veteran goalkeeper that isn't too veteran. Like I probably like 35 to like 37 range in terms of age, but not like
like
too
40-year-old.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah, to just kind of in that like very like more veteran, close to retirement range.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds, just someone with experience that can compete for that spot. But yeah, that is my understanding on the situation. Again, I haven't heard a whole lot on that, but yeah, that's what I know as far as that. I have heard nothing else on Junior Alonso.
Just quickly, I do wonder how active they'll be in the free agent market, how active they'll be with waivers and reentry, because there are a couple names on there, not like huge names, the free or the reentry and waivers, but maybe a couple names that could fit Atlanta United. And of course, the list is at MLSsoccer.com. So I don't know, maybe there's a little bit that they do, but maybe not much. I don't think it'll be that much. I think they'll focus more on overseas and more South American players, I think. Yes.
Well, I guess we got to hear first about moves out to hear about moves in.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yep.
I guess we'll see what happens
sure.
there. But that kind of stuff is probably going to accelerate over the next few weeks, I would say.
Yeah. Do you think we'll have a signing to talk about before a holiday show, the guys, or a Christmas show?
No.
On December 17th? No?
Definitely not.
Doubtful.
Okay.
You got to think about how last year went.
But maybe someone that shows up next week, we can convince him to re-sign with Atlanta United.
Oh,
who
could it be?
A teaser?
I don't know.
Maybe.
He's so fast, I couldn't see him fly by me here a second ago. We'll find out.
Couple of comments I want to hit on really quick. Going back to Dan. Dan was asking earlier about college preview, college showcase. There's some articles up on the website now that kind of go into some of the college stuff, but Gray, myself, Jason Longshore, and Mark Kecklenburg will be doing a college recorded episode next week. So keep an eye out for that, because that'll kind of be getting ready for the super draft and kind of what Atlanta could do in the super draft, depending on how things go this week. And then let's see, talking about money, free agents, kind of what y'all were just talking about.
We need more.
Saying all I keep hearing is we have no money. Can you guys confirm or deny? I mean, right now the cap, it's not. I mean, let's clarify. Atlanta United has a lot of money. It's just they can't spend it technically because the cap space is not wonderful at the moment, which is kind of why Henry was saying you probably see people on the way out before you see really people on the way in, and that's also why you're probably going to see this focus on U22s for two reasons.
Yeah.
Chris and Tata together did pretty well with the U22s in their last stint together down in Miami. And two, the cap hit for a U22 is very minimal. So you can get, in theory, a more expensive signing and have it count way less against your cap hit. So those possibilities are out there. And I think that's kind of why you're seeing the activity that you're seeing right now. And yeah, I know I was just joking, the spendable money. Yeah, there's going to be some moves that are going to have to happen to really get to the point to where you can start see signings happening. Go back to last year. I mean, it's kind of crazy how late in the off season Miguel Almiron was. Like, that was wild. It was like right before the season started. So yeah, I think you'll see it picking up near the end of the year and going into the early part of January. Mark saying this is the other thing. If Botafogo finally coughs up the cash, can we convert a chunk of that?
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Sydney, I think you posted initially about
$21 million Botafogo has to pay up. Yeah. Or you're getting a transfer ban.
Yeah. Now you can, I imagine, and I would have to confirm this, but with the trade of Thiago Almada, the money that you could, in theory, use to buy down, cap space or whatever, that applied back whenever the transfer happened. We're not waiting on the $21 million to physically get here before they can start using that, I believe, because that'd be kind of wild. So yeah, I think I don't know really ultimately that the whole Thiago Almada saga is going to really benefit fans of Atlanta
No.
going forward, because all the stuff that we would typically see and care about is done. Now it's just a matter of Atlanta United getting their freaking money.
Yeah.
Because right now they're getting fleeced.
Right. I don't think they'll be doing any more business with John Textor's clubs anytime soon.
Heck no.
Like, what is your
Never
argument
again.
in court? What is your argument in court to not get paid? I wish I could see like what their actual argument was to say, I don't need to pay
Yeah.
Atlanta United. We set this, but now we're not going to pay. And you expected to win?
Right.
Like, did you try to throw a 50%? Did they not include the 50% off coupon?
I guess
Well,
not.
what was the argument there again? I remember it was like a really like, because it was MLS that they dealt with or whatever. It was something
Yeah, I
weird.
don't have it in front of me right now, but
They tried
It's
to
a pyramid
argue.
scheme. Anyways, just give the money to MLS then.
They tried to argue the Cliffs Notes version is they tried to argue that the proper channels were not given to actually make the sale of Thiago Almada because it's supposed to go through Atlanta in their eyes, but it actually went through MLS because every transfer goes through Major League Soccer, because Major League Soccer is technically the employer of all of these clubs. So they were trying to argue that we bought the player from Atlanta United, not Major League Soccer, and that was like a loophole so that they didn't have to pay for him.
Yeah, but how do you not know that though? If you're looking to do, it's not John Textor's first time dealing with MLS. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't know. So
I mean, this is a lawyer
It's just
sitting in a
pay,
dark
just
room
pay.
somewhere, told by John Textor, "Don't come out until you give us something to argue." That's all that is. It never is going to have any legs. And actually,
Right.
again, had they read all of the fine, details and the notes, it's actually written into all of the Major League Soccer like legal documents that by default,
seen them?
there's a legal term for it. The individual clubs have all the rights to do business on behalf of Major League Soccer when it comes to transfers. But it has to go
because
through
again, it's not the first time that an MLS club has sold a player to a Texter team. I mean, Botafogo and MLS have had a long-standing relationship in terms of players coming in and going that way and this way. Same with other clubs. It's absurd to me. And then they have
MLS.
the freaking gall to sell Thiago Almada for what was it, like 25 million or whatever to Atletico Madrid, and then I'm not gonna pay you. Come on, man. What is that? That's not serious.
I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Then just give the money to ML. Like, did you say we found a glitch in the system and now we don't have to pay anybody? Like,
Right.
that was your lawyer going into court with that?
Not just any court, too. This court of arbitration of sport, like the big court. It's not like this court that you go to downtown. I think it's in Brussels, right? The CAS.
I feel like it's like the Jedi Council.
Yeah, you walk in, like there's someone from every sport. Like there's Wayne Gretzky, there's Saban up there, Bill Belichick's there.
Wayne Gretzky, they have three mispronouncing countries again.
Wayne
Messi
calling from North Macedonia.
MLS Cup.
No, but they have three courts in New York City, Sydney, Australia, and then Lausanne, Switzerland. So that's the CAS, Court of Arbitration of Sport. Court of Arbitration for Sport, I should say.
You said that 1,000,000 times better than Wayne Gretzky ever would.
What?
All of it.
every
Macadamia.
Macadamia is a new one.
Yeah. And the dumbass goes, I got him all right. Like, he was so proud that he got him all right. I was already fed up at that point. I was already at level like 9 angry. And I think like right after that, I was so angry, I just passed out and fell asleep. Tina came down. I'm on the couch, blacked out. I'm supposed to be working. I'm blacked out on just passed out with the computer on me. And because I had like an angry tweet typed up that I didn't hit send on. And she's like, how was it? I was like, it was the worst thing I think I've ever watched. And I feel so bad that Sydney traveled, had to go into snow.
Yeah.
And you had to wait hours to get into this building.
Or Yeah, an hour and a half. It was just
Who
but
did
yeah.
it better, Wayne Gretzky or Speed when he did that 2022 World Cup song? Y'all, of course, don't know what I'm talking about,
Never
but I'm
heard
sure
it.
there's
Hey,
some
shut up.
parts.
Actually, I do know what you're talking about.
I
Thank
know
you
what
very
you're
much.
talking
Okay.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'll have to go and watch.
Was that
Send me
really the
that.
World Cup? God, that was
Yeah.
that long ago.
That was the
That's crazy.
2022 World Cup.
He should just
Yeah.
watch the Animaniacs song. That's really what he should have just watched. He could have got most of them right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of wild.
All right, back to rumors. Or
Well, actually, there's some
Oh,
official news that
Yeah.
dropped
Yeah.
today.
Santiago Pita. And if you haven't heard
Yeah.
the name, that's because you haven't been watching us enough. Because we've talked about Santi a lot. If you pay attention to soccer down here with John and Jason, Maddie, and all them, they cover it a lot.
Mhm.
Santi, really quick, go check out the article. It's got a quick kind of very recent history of Santi Pitas. But he came in from Florida in 2024, joined the academy. When Jose Silva took over the twos about halfway through this two season, Santi Pita was one of the first guys that he called up to get consistent minutes under him. And it was funny because we were talking a little bit about this in the Discord earlier. Zilf mentioned the same exact thing. He kind of has a very young, and this is not to put pressure on the kid at all. He has a very young, similar like Miguel Almiron style of play. Likes to drift in to the center, kind of likes to drift out wide to the left. Gets very involved in the little pockets of space, and the coaches allow him that because he plays very intelligently. And he's just a fun one to watch, and I'm super excited, super happy for him. I think he'll be one of those that you actually see get some decent moments under Tata.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how quickly do you guys think he'll be able to affect the first team? Say, it'll take a little bit, but I was looking at the depth chart, guys. Right now, without any science, he's your number 2 attacking midfielder behind Miggy or behind Marenchuk or whoever. So I imagine that'll be a spot that Atlanta United will look to get depth at pretty soon. But yeah, good on Santi. Good to see him signed to a homegrown deal. He comes from the same academy, guys, as Western FC. He comes from the same academy as Behina Kremaski. So I'm sure they know each other and have played with each other at the academy level. Santi's obviously younger than Bentaso, but they both come from the Western FC Academy. So
Yeah,
we'll see what effect he has, and we'll see how quickly it takes for him to get to the first team. But I think he could really learn well under Tata, guys.
I think at the very least he'll get minutes in Open Cup, which I guess is kind of the blessing in disguise of being in Open Cup, is that you can afford to kind of play some of the depth pieces there and the more unproven guys there and give them minutes, especially in the opening rounds. But yeah, that's going to be a good test for him. I think preseason is going to be an interesting time because that's where you'll get to test these folks a lot more, and Tata will get to see what he's working with. And look, Tata's a guy who likes to give young players chances, who can develop them. He did so with Brandon Vasquez. He did so with Miles Robinson. And then in Miami, he did it with Diego Gomez and several others. So he's got a track record. And I think that Santi Pita could definitely benefit from that. I'm excited because I've heard a lot of good things from him. I've seen some really, really good things from him. This should be a very good experience for him. And by the way, guys, just going to go ahead and put this out there. We have an exclusive interview with him that hopefully we'll be able to get that stuff out to y'all very, very soon.
I want to hit on Zilf's comment real quick because Zilf is really deep in LA United 2 in the academy. He said Pita got 800 pro minutes with Atlanta United 2. So that kind of speaks to how high Javier Perez and Chris Henderson are on him. So I think it's a testament to what Santi's been able to do to get himself, that homegrown contract so quickly. Yeah, just taking a look, 766 minutes with Atlanta United 2. And this is a guy, again, who came from outside of Atlanta United's pipeline, got signed again from Western FC in Florida, and automatically right away has been able to set himself apart and position himself to be, a homegrown player. That being said, too, I'm sure Chris Henderson has had his eye on him ever since he was at Inter Miami. I'm sure Tata, the same, has had his eye on him at Inter Miami. So I imagine this relationship, at least in Henderson's side, has been pre-existing long before he came to Atlanta United. So,
Yep.
but again, how long will it take for him to get involved in the first team? It might be a while. Like you said, Tyler, we should see him in Open Cup, but
yeah, but you don't need to either, like rush. This wasn't a
No.
signing, obviously, that was like, oh, we need a left winger / like hybrid attacking midfielder. This was, hey, there's a lot of talent here, and we just need to grow. Like, who better, honestly, than Tata Martino to even if you're just on the bench for a lot of the season. And normally I wouldn't say this about a young guy, because I think I'd rather him be getting time with the twos, and he will. I'm not saying he's not going to. But I think Santiago Pita could benefit a lot from just being there with the first team, even if you're not getting many minutes. I just think he's that type of kid. Like I said, he plays intelligently, he plays smart, and he's very athletic too. So just an exciting prospect, and it's nice to see some of these kind of signings happening as well.
And then you have Caden Moore too becoming homegrown on January 1st, just like Pita. So how much will Caden Moore be involved? How can he kind of set himself apart after his time on loan with the Union too? So
yeah. Tommy, what you got?
I want to start a new segment here on Scarves and Spikes, and it's called The Message to Chris Henderson.
Go ahead. Let's go.
I don't care how much GAM he's offered, or you're offered for him right now. Just let him stay for a little bit. Thank you, Chris Henderson. And that was our first segment with Please Chris Henderson. That was it.
That was a lot shorter than I thought it'd be.
It was a Tommy talk.
No, it's just gonna be real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick
for a while though.
I know. No. I totally see this happening again on the Christmas episode.
No, it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna have to keep happening here. I think as a fan base, we've been broken many ways. But I think last year, when you had back-to-back young center backs get moved in a short amount of time, you're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. There was a cartoon. I was watching some stupid old cartoon, and they were like, there was a guy driving by, and it was like there were cows on the side of the road, and he looked at them as steaks. And I was like, oh, like when you go see the twos play, just Chris Henderson just seeing GAM dollars everywhere. And going, all right. How much is that one's worth over there?
To be fair, I wouldn't put a lot of that on.
I know. We're in cap hell, blah, blah, blah. But it's just sad because when you hear Gray come on here and Sarah McLachlan music's playing because he's so excited that he gets all these young players to talk about. And then it's just like, sorry, someone gave too much money and now they're gone. And the Sarah McLachlan commercial worked. Like, it's like, please just take our player. For $9.99 of Garber dollars, you can have Cobb over here.
Yeah.
Before we jump to the next little bit, this kind of ties into what we're talking about here with young guys and talent and Santi Pita. Kareem, same with the Atlanta Academy, very strong. Why hasn't Atlanta United 2 pushed for a championship in Next Pro? And this is a very good question. And there's honestly a lot of reasoning. There's not a single answer here, but one, the academy and the pipeline for Atlanta United is definitely set up more for building those players to be starters on the first team. And I know that kind of goes contrary to what we just talked about, but that also ties into the reasoning, I think, why you haven't quite seen it come to full fruition yet. And that is there have been so many changes in the identity and just the front office itself over the past few years that I don't think you've really been able to set a full culture of exactly what you want out of the academy and the pipeline. And that just goes into the entire conversation of just steadying the ship and getting in somebody like Tata Martino, who has a very high chance of being successful. And so if you can get that situated, then you can work on the other parts. Now, the beginning of this year with the twos, you had Steve Cook, who was the head coach, and there was definitely some criticism because he tended to play some of the older players and not some of the really big youth talent. And, I could understand the reasoning, but I think some of that was him trying to mix in the quote unquote veterans and these young guys. Well, about halfway through the season, he left to take another job with the USL team, and Jose Silva, assistant coach, stepped up. Jose Silva had that team playing playoff soccer literally overnight. I mean, literally overnight.
Yeah.
And
almost got to the playoffs too.
I mean, and that's the thing. I knew Zilf was coming in. This is like a bat signal to him.
Literally almost got to the playoffs. Yeah.
He cooked them.
He did. They get to what is essentially MLS Next Pro's decision day. They have to win this game or draw and go to penalties and win the penalty shootout to make it into the playoffs. They've never even come close to the playoffs before. So this was like a historical opportunity because halfway through the season, the twos were looking like, oh, this is going to be a really tough one. They're not going to make the playoffs again. Jose Silva steps in, puts in a guy like Santi Pita, gives him time, gives a lot of other young guys time, and they go up 1-0 on decision day against Chattanooga, thanks to none other than Santiago Pita. And then equalizer happens, and then they go to penalties, and they
Losing penalties
barely in the penalty shootout. And that is how they missed the playoffs this year. So I know I know, Zilf. That is like kind of the very, very quick history of the twos and where they're at now. But I say all that to say they are kind of on the step up. And also, if you can keep the rest of the ship steady, this is where you start seeing Atlanta both put out good talent to go to the first team and also actually compete in Next Pro.
Yeah. We still haven't heard about just real quick, Silva, his status for 2026, right? I imagine he's coming back as head coach. I would hope. I
would say I think so.
Okay. I would hope so. After
look like you're about to say something bold.
Who, me?
No, Tyler. Like he was like, I'll bet my child that he's gonna stay there. I looked like he was ramping up to be like, I guarantee. I bet Henry's beard on this.
Hey, I worked hard for this beard.
Right. Yeah. What else we got?
I was going to say, where to next? Yes, this is whiskey in the glass, by the way, our Scarves and Spikes glass, which you can get on scarvesandspikes.com. That is a Crown Royal salted caramel, actually. I went with something kind of sweet.
Nice.
This evening.
Good stuff. James Donaldson, I think we're going to go next.
Yes.
By the way, right? Just real quick on
take it away.
Well, no, he trained with the England youth national team this past week, so maybe there's a decision to be made there about who he represents. I think he eligible for 3 countries, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Obviously the United States, but
Jaden Hibbert was technically eligible for 3 countries.
Yeah.
I know Pita was eligible for 3 countries. Still is.
The same. I thought the same for Donaldson, though. I could be wrong. But yeah, obviously U.S., being born in the U.S., and then trained with the English youth national team. So maybe, again, there's a decision to be made there down the road. But yeah, good to see LA's young players get exposure like that. I like our goalkeeper pipeline. You have Hibbert, you have John Ransom, you have James Donaldson right below him. So I think Atlanta United is set.
Yeah, Lucas,
when it comes to goalkeeper.
Lucas De Silva below him.
Lucas De Silva.
Solid as well. I mean, there's a handful. Honestly, I think out of the entire academy pipeline, your left backs, you'd be happy. Your left backs and your goalkeepers are super strong.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on Donaldson to see how things progress.
I want to believe in the process.
Tommy, what's on your mind?
I want to believe in the process, guys. But we keep talking about this, and then we've been together long enough that we talk about these players coming up, and they just leave. So I
Isn't that
hope.
sports though?
But I understand that. I understand. But there are teams that go out and develop their guys and bring them up, and then they play. Hopefully, Chris, Tata's eventual replacement when Wilfred Nancy comes back to MLS, they believe in the true process of playing young players and giving them consistent time here. Real time.
Yeah.
Real time. I look, I get excited when I hear this stuff. I do. It's just I think I've just been broken too much
Yeah.
over the years here. Like I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of fans get these players these jerseys, and like now, if I was in the team store and there was someone from there, like, oh, I'm gonna get this player. No, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Here
Oh, but
today,
he's
gone
coming up. He's
tomorrow.
from the twos. I've watched him on the twos. Look, I'm gonna go get you some Monopoly money. You don't have to spend anything. We're gonna write Garber on it. I'm gonna hand it to you, and it's just as good as you buying that jersey. But you
You'll
just
get a
save
Santi
yourself
Pita jersey.
$165, like that.
Right.
Oh, Wilfred Nancy's coming back to Atlanta United. The minute Tata Martino's gone, we're offering the bank to them. We'll start that rumor in a few years.
We're gonna clip this
In his little
portion of the
tactics
show,
boards.
play it
We'll see you
back
soon,
when it
sir.
happens,
We will
yeah.
see you soon.
Somebody go
I'm
ahead and
starting that
get the
rumor.
receipt ready. Here we go.
Yeah.
So that's the new that is a new segment. Wilfred Nancy.
There you go.
Another new segment.
Yeah. We'll see you soon, buddy. Not too soon. But enjoy your time over there. But we'll see you soon.
You gotta let us
That was
know about
our
this new
Wilfred
segment.
Nancy. See you soon segment.
Hashtag 5 stripes don't stop. Way too early.
If they sign him, they better. Atlanta United better clip that. Better clip that and put the little date on there and be like, "Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for bringing him."
2025.
3 years from now, somebody is going to be getting ready to put out a tweet about Wilfred Nancy coming to Atlanta, and somebody's just going to it's going to stop their day, and they're going to be like,
Yeah.
"Freaking Tommy."
You think he last 3 years at Celtic though?
I don't know.
I'm
The
not
fans
joking.
already don't want him. They already don't want him. I've already seen those
after
tweets.
losing one match.
I know.
Nazi out.
Well, hopefully Atlanta United starts 1-0 this season.
Yeah.
I know, for
No,
real.
exactly. No kidding.
Well, we started 1-0 last season. So.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, Montreal.
remember, 2025 didn't exist. All right, it didn't exist. It never happened.
I agree.
That way, it can't hurt you.
Right.
All right. Again, patreon.com/scarves and spikes. If you're not in there, we have an AMA that's got a lot of good stuff in it coming out tomorrow. We have interviews lined up and scheduled and things happening there. It can also get you in the Discord, which is always fun. Been talking a lot of soccer. You got Champions League going on. You have the World Cup and everything getting situated with that. The NWSL Atlanta team. We play Call of Duty together. Everything. I mean, it's all there. So
and a winner for the Christmas contest will just be one of the Patreon winners. So join now and you can get entered into it.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, patreon.com/scarves and spikes. And if you are getting ready for the World Cup, like I hope you are, as the rest of the
And
world
saving a ton of money.
saving a ton of money.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah. Atlanta
See those
2026.
hotel prices? Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
insane.
Ugh.
Freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a
Go
joke.
to Atlanta2026worldcup.com. When you get there, you might say, hey, this site looks kind of familiar, because it does. It is part of Scarves and Spikes,
Yeah.
but it is your entire guide to the Atlanta World Cup as it stands and as it progresses through the winter, spring. We get ready for it. Prices go up, prices go down, restaurants open up, everything gets ready. Like, there's so much happening in the city of Atlanta and all the host cities to get ready for it. But
Yeah.
if you go to that website, it has all the info you need to know.
Yeah. A lot of great info.
What else? Oh,
ScarvesandSpikes.com for
Yes.
Atlanta United news, NWSL Atlanta news. NWSL may have a site coming up for its training ground, so more to come on that. But there's news on there. A link to our store where you can get yourself whiskey glass. You can get yourself a hoodie, a hat, mugs, holiday T-shirts, things like that. The whole 9 yards. Is our promo code still available or no?
It is. I left it.
It is available.
Henry's mustache. Just type in Henry's mustache.
Yeah.
No, don't do that because
50% off.
Yeah,
and
no.
He won't recognize that.
Clean
the
your own.
promo code is SNSBF10.
Yeah.
SNS
so-
Run
Stars
10.
and Spikes Black Friday 10.
Oh,
Get 10% off.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how I remembered it. It was easy.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
yeah.
But yeah, go to scarfsandspecs.com. You'll see it right at the top of the page where you're on your desktop computer is what I'm trying to say. And then if you tap
People
menu
still use
on your
those?
mobile, yeah, they do. Oddly enough, if you're on a mobile device on your phone, just tap menu when you get to scarfsandspecs.com, and you'll see a link to the store as well as the World Cup guide. You can also enter your email address to subscribe and get Scarves and Specs articles to your email. So when you get to the website, just scroll down. You should be able to see it toward the bottom of the page or on the right-hand side, depending on how you're viewing the page. But yeah, I think that's all of the promos and housekeeping.
Christmas
that we have, Tyler.
episode next week.
Yeah.
So you'll come back, hang out with us. Again, giveaways that we're doing. We have another giveaway going on now. Tommy just mentioned. Giveaways next week. Guests next week. Secret Santa for us. So we get to open presents.
Surprises.
Yeah. Other surprises
Yeah.
yet to be named. So y'all
Yep.
come back. It'll be a super fun time. We're just having a good time. And look, it's rounding out another year of at least being able to cover a game that we enjoy, even if the team that we mostly cover didn't play well. That is okay.
Right.
It's still better than doing a real job.
It's going to be a damn good time, guys. It's going to be a damn good time next week.
It is.
Interesting.
And
I wonder
while
what you mean by
you're
that.
there, and while you wait for next Wednesday, just remember Hulu, Disney Plus, Home Alone 3. Enough said.
There you go. Tyler, Henry's shaking his head no.
Dude, it's a banger. It's a banger. I've already watched it 3 times this season.
How's your did Scarlett Johansson get back to you about coming on?
No, Colin Jost didn't get back to me. Blocked me.
Colin kind of turned you down there.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Whatever.
Sorry to hear
Suck
that.
on SNL, Colin.
Tyler, where are you on social media?
ATL Pilgrim.
Tommy, where are you on social media?
I am at Don't Sell Me
Long
for
pause.
Cam
Mm.
at Master.
Or Tommy ATL 96.
Yeah.
Henry, where are you on social media?
I'm at HA Higita on Twitter and Blue Sky, at HA_Higita on Instagram. Why are we zooming in on me again?
The best part of that was your eyes were closed right when you became.
Yeah.
Full screened, yeah.
Yeah.
You got me there. Good job, guys. You want to
Yeah.
keep seeing the beard? There you go.
I'm SH Writes on X, SH Writes on Blue Sky, SH.soccer on Instagram and Threads. We are on Scarves the Letter and Spikes on X, scarfsandspikes.com on Blue Sky, Scarves and Spikes, Instagram and Threads, and of course, Facebook.com/Scarves and Spikes
TikTok.
again. And TikTok. Yeah, except on TikTok. Just search Scarves and Spikes and you'll be able to find that. And gentlemen, I think that's it.
Cue up the music. One of us is muted, I think, right now. It was Tommy. Or
Oh, it was me?
I think it was
Yep.
you.
Oh. Can I say something?
No.
No.
I don't think I'm
Well,
that upset about Messi winning
go
a
ahead, I
World
guess.
Cup, to be honest with you. I was going to answer it anyways. Like, I've seen some people crashing out real hard about it. Like, maybe this is just getting it out of the way. Because the entire off season would be them complaining again about whatever. Because that was last season. But like they got it. It's there. They won it. They're not in Open Cup this year. I don't think they're in the Open Cup this year. So they can't win Open Cup. So they can't complete the Infinity Gauntlet of all the trophies here at this point. Shout out Marvel. So I think it's good. We've just gotten it out of the way now. A bunch of players are gone. They're retiring, and now we just don't have to hear about it forever. It's just
You want to hear my hot take?
Oh God, what is it?
I think Miami is going to struggle next season because they don't have Jordi Alba, and Jordi Alba was very, very important to what Miami did this season.
Yeah.
Who finished just higher, Atlanta United or Miami in the state?
Miami.
Miami for sure.
Miami.
I'm not going to fall for that again. Come on now.
Now the reverse is going to happen.
It's called reverse psychology.
Doesn't matter how we did in the state in our predictions beginning of the season.
Well, let's just test it. Let's just see if everyone's fixed. Tyler, Miguel Almiron
He's a
top
top
what winger?
Soccer.
All right, and the stream. Good day. We'll see you for Christmas.